Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel Vulcus. Before I get into all of the pretty awesome Hot Wheels cars I have to show you today, I just want to say a few unrelated things before this video starts. First of all, I want to give a few shout outs. First of all to Alex Film and Gaming Studios, whose favourite cars in this video I believe will be the Mazda Ferrari and the Selena 7. I'm just giving him a shout out because he's a personal great friend of mine. Another person I want to shout out who is a friend would be Harry Jones, and since that's a very generic name for a channel, I'll link all three channels in the description, but his is especially important. He hasn't actually uploaded anything on there, but I believe he has some plans to, so in case he ever does, I've linked that. And the final channel I want to link is called Figure Boy, and he's another friend that I know, and he will be uploading his first video very soon, so if you want to check that out, all three channels will be linked in the description. The second topic I want to cover is the video that I uploaded very recently, that the title of which was just a smiling face. So that video was just a little way for me to vent some frustrations I had at the time, and while I won't go so far as to say that I regret the video, because it would have been useful had the things I said in it been true, I will say it wasn't a very useful video and I should have actually explained what was going on. So at the time I thought that I would not be able to upload anything for the next week because I would have to do a work experience course, but I do not, so that is no longer relevant. So videos may be coming out the next week. Videos that may be coming out the next week will not be in any way affected by this, so basically just disregard anything that you may have seen in that video. I'm sure a lot of you watching this won't have seen that video, so it's all fine. Without any further ado, let's get on to the cars in the video. Alright, so to start this video we have Lamborghini, beginning with the classic Countach. Then we have two Murciélagos. One is the Lamborghini Series Edition and the other is the Dark Knight Edition. Then we have the Reventon Coupe and the Reventon Roadster, both from the Lamborghini series. Then we have the Gallardo Superleggera from the Gran Turismo 2015 series. Also from that series we have the red and black Aventador, and then we have two more Aventadors, one being the black Lamborghini series and the other being the Aventador J, which is actually just from a mainline series. And then moving to the second row here we have one of the nicest, craziest and rarest cars that Lamborghini have ever made. We have the 4.5 million Lamborghini Veneno Coupe. Unfortunately the Roadster has never been made into a Hot Wheels cast. That would be an awesome one though. Then we have the Lamborghini Estoque, and I'm just going to apologise in advance for butchering any pronunciations. That is from the Lamborghini series. Then we have a regular yellow mainline Huracan and a white Huracan from the Forza Motorsport series. Then we have a yellow Huracan Super Trofeo, a dark red Lamborghini Urus from the Lamborghini series, and then we have three Lamborghini Sesto Elementos. The blue is mainline, black is from the Lamborghini, and that gold one I am not actually sure where it is from. All I know is that I really like the colours on it. So let's pan out and just look at the Lamborghinis here. Next we have the classic rival to Lamborghini, the Ferrari. Starting with three of my favourite all-time cars. We have the LaFerrari in a very nice looking silver, the Ferrari Enzo in an awesome looking yellow colour, which was one of the first times that a Ferrari in a colour other than red looked good to me. And then we have the 458 Italia. Now I'm sure anyone who likes Ferrari will agree that those three are three of the nicest Ferraris and probably nicest cars ever made. Then next up we have the Maranello, which I didn't even realize I had for a long time. It needs to focus a bit better. There we go. And then we have this 360 tuned version, which is basically a really crazy cartoon version of the car. And then we have the 512M track car, which is rather interesting because the entire back will open like this to reveal the innards at the back. And I can't really make the camera focus in here, so I shall have to put the car down a moment. There we go. Yeah, this is, the entire back opens up, which is pretty awesome. And then this one is very interesting because I have checked many places for this, for what this car is, and it's apparently a Ferrari, and it's also apparently from a McDonald's Happy Meal or something from like 2002. If anyone has any more information on what this car is, then I would be very grateful if you could leave it in the comments below, because I have absolutely no more idea of what it is than what I've just told you, and I have looked many times. So if you guys do know any better than me, then please inform me. So here is a look at the Ferraris. Next we have another of my favourite supercar brands, McLaren. On the left we have another one, probably easily in the top 5 best cars ever made. I'm sorry, but you know, it's just my opinion. The McLaren F1 is a truly awesome car. These two here, these are both from, I think, multi-packs or just mainline single. So, and then these two cars, I think, are some of the best that Hot Wheels have ever replicated. We have the McLaren P1 in this really nice looking dark orangey kind of colour, and then we have the white McLaren 720S. All in all, these McLarens are some of my favourite Hot Wheels castings ever, and I really do hope that they make more, like the McLaren Senna, 650 LT and more would be really nice to see in Hot Wheels form. Next we have Porsche, and beginning on the left here we have the Porsche 934 in green, the Carrera GT, the 911 GT2, the absolutely insane 918 Spider, the Porsche Series Edition 917, and the Porsche Series Edition 935. My personal favourite of these in terms of the real life versions would be the 918, but my favourite one in Hot Wheels form, as much as I do love the 918, I probably have to say the 917 for how unique it is in general. For the sake of ease, I'll start showcasing several car brands on the same pedestal here. So first of all we have Jaguar. My 3 Jags here are the Project 7 F-Type on the left, and these two are both XJ220s, the green from a multi-pack and the white from the 2015 Gran Turismo series. On the right here we have my only 2 Paganis. However, I do have a Pagani Huayra Roadster being kept safe for me by one of my friends who picked one up for me, because I've found none anywhere in my local area. These two are both regular Huayras. The white is just a mainline car, and the blue is from the 2015 Gran Turismo series. Next we have Ford. On the far left here in black we have the awesome 2005 GT from the 2015 Gran Turismo series. We then have a Shelby 350, I believe, and I'm not certain, but I think that's a Mustang there. I will check that. And then of course here on the right we have the brand new 2017 Ford GT, which is a very nice car as well. If we check this car, it is it's a Shelby GT350R. That is a GT 500 Super Snake. I apologise for my lacking knowledge of Fords. However, there is a look at all four of those. These next cars, we have two Lotuses here, both Esprits. However, we have the Esprit S1 and the regular Esprit here, and these are, I believe that neither of these are from a specific series. Then we have the amazing Dodge Viper with a 2015 Dodge Challenger that will not be focused on. There we go. And then we have my Nissans with the Skyline on the left from the Gran Turismo 2015 series and the Silvia on the right. Next up we have the BMW series motorbike, which I can't remember the actual name of the bike, but it is my only bike that I'll be showing here. And the Z4M, also from the BMW series. Then I have two Chevys, one the Corvette Stingray, and the other is, I believe, a 2013 Camaro. There we go. And then we have the AMC Javelin X from the Forza Motorsport series. Alright, so for the final two brands I'm going to showcase here, we have Aston Martin being the first. On the left here we have the really iconic, classic Aston Martin DB5, one of the best cars of all time. In the middle here, I'm actually not sure of this one. Is this the DB11 or the Vantage? So again, I have checked the car, I don't believe it says, so if you guys could tell me down below, that would be awesome. And I will check myself, and I might just put it in a top comment anyway. But this one on the right is from the 2015 Gran Turismo series, and it is the Aston Martin 177, which is a really nice Aston Martin. And the final car I'm actually going to name here is a favourite of one of my friends of mine, and I'm sure he'll comment on the video identifying himself. And it is the American supercar, the Celine S7, an often overlooked and underrated car, which I actually think is a pretty nice one. Just before I get to the final part of this video, I want to put forward a little challenge. How many of you in the comments can name the correct names of all three of these cars? Here's the first. Here's the second one. And finally, here is the third one. Alright, so if you know the names of all three of these cars, then put them in the comment section, and let's see who can get them all first.